past few hours, throwing microphones together. Let us know that you can see us and hear us.
And I'm not on my computer either.
Yeah, we're using laptops instead of what we usually do.
All right, so it's like Christmas when I burned the lasagna.
We have a proud tradition of every holiday. It's just like an absolute train wreck. So there we go.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, let us know if you can.
I think it's down there.
Are we good? Does the sound good?
I think they heard us before we got started.
Yeah, 5x5, we will say.
All right,
so.
perfect. Happy Hellbent Halloween. We are so excited. I do have blue hair.
That damn doll staring at me, for God's sakes. We've got to show the doll later on.
We're going to show the new addition to our collection later on. There is a post show after the premiere of Ghosts of Appalachia. So we will show our new addition to our collection. I have to make sure that I'm not having a
make sure you're not. This is a PG show, ma'am. This is a family-friendly show. So.
But this has been a whirlwind to prepare for Halloween and to get it all put together. And today is the day. I hope you guys really enjoyed our video last night. That was one of the most intense investigations that we have ever done. And it's exhilarating to be part of it when you guys are watching it and you guys are kind of sensing what we felt and just there with us when we're going through all of that. But yeah, so we're going to do this until 9 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, we're all going to watch Ghosts of Appalachia together. Luckily, spoiler alert, on this video, Joe is actually targeted by whatever we are encountering. So it's a nice change of pace.
And there was some confusion on the video. When we launched that video that you all watched last night, there was like a little syncing issue for some people that were watching on like phones or computers or something like that. Part of the audio was okay, and then it looked like it corrected itself. So when we got back home like late last night, we were like, we need to check that other video that's uploaded to make sure that there hasn't been an upload issue with it and that the audio all looks good.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there just like staring at it. We're like wired on like energy drinks at this point. We've been up for like 24 hours or something like that. So we watch it and we see something that we missed the first time. It was kind of a blink and you missed it moment. And I guess we blinked the first time.
Yeah.
So we watched it, we flipped it out. We watched it like 20 times in a row. We pulled up the raw footage, watched it frame by frame. So we decided to redo that section of the video, replay it a couple of times, because just like us, if you guys had blinked, you would have missed it. Yeah. It's crazy. So then we had to take the old upload down, re-upload the new thing. We ran into problems with that. So, but we have persevered and we're here. So,
and we actually had to have a discussion about, do we want to include the replay and analysis of that bit of footage? But in context of the video, it makes total sense. When you guys see the video, you are going to flip out when you see this, because it seems like we got a physical manifestation of whatever we were encountering there.
It's crazy. So,
so it's a wild one. It is a wild one.
So obviously Halloween, we went in hard on Halloween. We didn't do the usual cryptid stuff. We went specifically to places to investigate after the storm that we felt had kind of a Halloween vibe. And again, we can only report what we experienced, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of this stuff's not the usual Bigfoot crowd's cup of tea. It's Halloween, man. We're doing some ghost stuff. And the areas that we went to delivered big time. It's funny though, and I mentioned this in the Discord earlier, is that I knew there'd be a lot of people going, oh, we want Bigfoot stuff, or we want Dogman stuff. What are you doing? I was not anticipating all of the advice that the paranormal side of the ghost hunting side of the paranormal community is sending our way. I don't think you've seen any of it. Why are you doing this outdoors? Why are you taking so many risks? This is dangerous. You're supposed to do this in a town, in a haunted building with a group of people. There's only 2 of you. This is insanely dangerous. I cannot condone this sort of behavior.
And I think also the intensity of the Estes method session, the intensity of the Estes session was beyond what I expected for sure. But I think a lot of that is the result of my ongoing contact experiments. And I have been working on that since I decided to do this project. There's procedures that I go through that I get into that state. But that was more extreme than anything that we have experienced on other times we've done this method. So
especially with the beacon the way it is right now. If you guys heard how it sounded like, we kind of upped that a bit. It's cranking out a more powerful electromagnetic field than it did before. So eventually I'm going to get the Deucer to make me, the Deucer made like a suitcase-sized EMF pump that he called the EMFer, that is like just, I probably shorts out the entire town's like electrical grid. I'm going to eventually get him to make me one of those. But the one we've got right now is packing a pretty good punch.
Yeah.
So it was some wild stuff, man. It was some wild stuff. We're a little removed from it right now. Right after it happened, we were like, we're never doing it again. And I still don't know what we're going back to that graveyard that you guys saw.
I think we repeated that too last night when we were taking and analyzing this footage from tonight's video of that I'm going to say it. It's a shadow figure. Yeah. You know, when we were analyzing that last night, it freaked me out. It's late last night. I'm in the office. I'm going through this frame by frame, and I see it. And I'm just like, you know, I started out ghost hunting. I started out in this field, and I'm a little flipped out by it. I'm a little flipped out by what happened in the Devil's Graveyard investigation. I'm a little flipped out by it. I think we definitely, after this very intense period, I think we definitely need to kind of go back to Bigfoot for just a minute. You know what I'm saying?
A couple housekeeping things here. Roberta Newman, thank you so much for joining the membership.
Thank you, Roberta.
Welcome to it. We are going to, once we get through tonight, y'all ain't hearing from us for the rest of the weekend. We've bothered you all enough. But we've got some cool stuff coming up. Part of the adventure is going to be just getting back into some of these areas. We've still got to try to make it back into the area where we found that little arch, you know, the Little People video that we did. We have not been able to make it back in there as of yet. And the area where we caught that thermal, the last video that we brought out before Halloween kicked off, we have not been able to make it back in there yet. So that's going to be an adventure in of itself, just trying to get back into those areas after the storm. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming. But we've got that. We have Dark Side Harley Girl. Thank you so much. It was a great video last night.
Thank you.
It was intense. It was rough. It was very rough. April Black, thank you so much. Have a Nice Day is on here. We haven't seen Have a Nice Day.
What's up, man? How are you doing?
Good to see you again.
I'm kind of going through here.
I'm just kind of hitting some of the housekeeping stuff. Doug B, happy Halloween. Halloween, sir.
Halloween.
From New Hampshire. The truth is out there. And
you've got the good computer. I can't even function on this thing.
Yep.
I think you heard me complaining about it before we got started. I was like, I hate this. I hate that. I hate this.
I've got to get this name. What do you think? Georgianne? Georgianne?
Georgianne.
Thank you. Welcome to the membership program. Couple quick things here last night. Hennessy wanted to know, you said some things last night. Do you remember anything before Joe pulled you out the final time?
I remember bits and pieces when I do that. I remember just little bits and pieces. That's why I have to, I mean, I do all of the video review and the editing and everything. So I watch it over, but I think after I watched the first round of reviewing the footage of that Estes method session, I came to Joe and I was like, okay, that was terrifying. Because I don't remember a lot of it. I think I just remember little bits, but I don't remember a lot of what I say. I don't remember a lot of what happens because I enter into that state and it kind of, you know, I'm gone basically. Yeah. And it sort of becomes not only an Estes method where I'm sitting there and repeating what I get through on the spirit box, but it almost becomes an act of channeling.
Friend Michael, his mom says boo. Happy Halloween.
Boo, Mom.
Happy Halloween there, Mother. PCX, been saving this up. So glad I found out about Holler. So a couple quick things on that Estes method. You guys know that I'm not big on the whole contact thing, but Jesse's pretty much determined to do it. So it looks like that's what we're doing now. it's kind of wild being there, and y'all are seeing it like the edited footage, but like being there alone in the dark in the woods in a cemetery and having her do that, like just usually she builds up to, I'm just gonna say it, acting weird. You know what I'm saying? Spastic, you know, she starts getting very, and there it was like almost immediate. It was almost immediate. And then when we cranked that beacon on, I don't know, man, that beacon is like, that beacon has done what I thought it would do so far. You know what I'm saying? So it's really kind of, it seems like it has a good track record of stimulating something to happen.
And I'm just curious what's going to happen, as we tend to do, what's going to happen when we push the envelope even further, when we push what we're doing, when we push the contact experiments, and we have something up our sleeve that is more extreme in terms of contact than the beacon and an Estes method. So we're going to work our way up to that, but we definitely have something in the works that is way more intense and way more extreme when it comes to that.
Robert, let's ask, what do you guys think the shouting was? No earthly idea.
No idea.
This is the same cemetery pre-storm that we did the fear itself from.
Yes.
And if you remember correctly, we had crazy.
My backpack flew.
Yeah, but crazy vocalizations from the woods.
Oh, yeah.
When she went into that. And that's the other thing, too, is that you, on my end, you feel very isolated there at that point. You're hearing stuff all around you. Somebody made a comment going, what if those had been people who had been blown there by the hurricane and they needed help and you just ignored them? And I'm like, blown there by the hurricane? Are you saying that hurricane force winds picked these people up, blew them
up a mountain,
100 miles up a mountain, and then just deposited them, and then they were just there for a few weeks? I don't know what those shouts were. I can tell you, I'm going to say this right. I try to avoid absolutes. I am positive there was nobody else up there just because of the giant hassle it was for us to get up there at that point.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we're going through the chat.
Valhalla, happy Halloween, and thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Hell or Valhalla.
Thank you so much for that. That's going to, somebody said they must not be, yes, Cynthia, they must not be familiar with hurricanes. It was just such a weird thing. Like we were leaving.
They were trying to shame us that we were not helping.
Yeah, like, you know, and I'm going, those weren't people, man. Here's what people sound like. Hello, hey, you know.
Help.
Those were just weird. If those were people, I don't want to meet those people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll stay up there in my little cemetery that I'm in.
Can you hear? I wonder if you can hear. When we tested the microphone, I had a t-shirt on, not this get up that I've got on now. Now we are doing, I wanted to remind you guys, we are doing a post show after the premiere at 9:00. So we'll be premiering Ghosts of Appalachia in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, everybody.
Because there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack. And when we get back, I'm going to have my sword and my skull because that was my 2 demands for doing the show.
Okay, whatever. It's weird because I guess you can't, looking at this, you can't tell what's like an overlay and like what's real. So the metal skeleton over Jesse's show is legit like a 5-foot-tall metal skeleton. That's like not an overlay. The bats and everything like that are an overlay, but it kind of all blends together. Thank you for that, Oki. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And then Alan Howe, great live stream. Thank you. A lot of our members are chiming in right now. This is the year anniversary.
It is, yes.
For some of y'all, Smog, thank you so much for your support over the last 12 months. Good to see everybody.
Thank you so much, yeah.
And then Born Not to Run. I'm still not sure how you're not a TV show by now.
I think we are.
Kind of are, you know what I'm saying? So,
we're our own TV show.
We get like, when I say they're not interested in me. Jesse gets like offers pretty regularly. We just actually got something just this past week, along with an offer from Temu. Is it Temu? Temu?
I think it's Temu.
Temu, the Chinese mail order. The online ordering.
You gotta finish that sentence?
Well, we got an email from them going, we'd like to enter into a partnership with you, and I'm reading it, and then I'm like, they think we're a fishing channel.
Yeah.
Talking
anglers.
About anglers,
expert anglers like us.
And they've got like all these like weird little like, you know, it'll help you reel in more, and I'm just going, what the heck? We get weird offers like that.
I'm
like
not fishing.
Gas station like
boner pills.
Weird like drug companies and stuff like that want us to like. But we got a thing from a TV show this past week. But what you have to watch for, though, is a lot of people that do TV shows on this don't take the subject seriously. And we're having fun with it right now, but you can tell it just by the investigations that we don't take ourselves overly seriously. We try to have fun with it, but
we take the subject seriously, but at the same time, you know, there's such an element of the trickster in a lot of this that you have to be able to go with the flow and laugh at yourself while you do this as well.
So, but a lot of TV shows don't do that. They just want to poke fun at the goofy Bigfoot people. And I don't want to be part of that. Jesse doesn't want to be a part of that.
No.
So it was weird because at first we were like, oh, we're going to eventually do one of these offers. And then now we're just kind of like, we'll see. So far, not interested in any of them. But EDP, what a great year. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys, man. Thank you all for supporting us again. And then Two Shadows. Remember, for 12 months, Two Shadows been in the thick and the thin, baby. So on this investigation that we're going to do tonight, it's weird because when we did both of these investigations, we actually thought we were going to release them in reverse order at first.
Yeah.
Before we sat down and really started to review the footage. And then we were just like, because the one you're seeing tonight, we were thinking, I will release that the night before Halloween. We'll go with the cemetery, because the cemetery is a wild investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started to review some of the audio and the now video footage that we had. And we were just like, good Lord Almighty. You're going to see we're very off balance in this video. And we came out just kind of going, God, we kind of come across looking like bumbling idiots out there.
I think part of it too is we are inside. We're like, you know, we're like wild animals that are put inside cages in a way. You and I are always out in the woods. We always, you know, but being inside these buildings. This whole investigation was done at a farmstead from the 1800s. Yeah. And there are still some buildings that are intact, and that's what we go and investigate. And I'm telling you, we were so out of our element, but I think it was a good thing for us to kind of jump into.
Well, I don't know if I'm not going to say a good thing, but it was weird, man. It was weird. But we constantly had a feeling that somebody was watching us. And I think you included it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you did, where I just go, there's somebody out here with us. There's somebody out here with us. I don't know how it's possible, but there's somebody out here with us. Keep in mind, it's nighttime. We're using thermal imagers. We're using night vision. It's hard for, like, if some schlub just happens to be out there on a night hike and in the middle of nowhere for no reason at all, there's no, I don't know, there's no hiking trails through there, but it's just not, I mean, we got there. And that place is not quite as difficult to access.
No, it's not as difficult as most of the places we go to.
So, but we couldn't find anything on thermal. So,
do you think
we knew? But let me finish this real quick there, Elvira. So, we kept feeling like somebody was watching us, but then we were just going. We never saw anybody. We never saw anybody on thermal. So there weren't any people out there. And then we came in and then we reviewed the rest of the stuff and like the audio and all that. And then now I'm just going, oh yeah, there was something out there with us.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't people. Now I don't feel so like I was jittery for no reason. I think that we were having an appropriate response to what was going on around us, if that makes sense.
And we definitely felt like something was out there. We had a lot of, I don't know, it was bizarre. I was going to make a joke. Do you remember the video we did? It was a dark corner video, Stalked in the Night, where I caught that figure up on that hill that was kind of hiding behind the tree and standing there. You know, when you talk about that, you always say, unless there's, I mean, it could be Bigfoot, or unless it's some naked hillbilly.
7 foot tall naked hillbilly
with night vision.
Who can move through the trees with no lights and makes no noise.
So it might be the same naked hillbilly.
Rick Skinner, thank you for that. Halloween booty, y'all. And then Patty G. Remember, for 12 months, a lot of y'all have been from us in the beginning, thick and thin. It's great. We really, I'm just telling you right now, we really appreciate the support.
We do.
You guys have allowed us to keep this going.
And we've been able to really expand what we do.
We've been able to expand what we do, but we've been able to do it in a way where we don't have to take those sponsorship offers for Temu. And then all of a sudden, you know, we're expected to, we don't want to do that. We're authentic. We are legit, honest to God field investigators. And we're not going to stop in the middle of a field investigation and go, well, let's just take a moment to talk to you about. That's not going to happen. We'll just shut the whole damn channel down if it ever gets to that point. If it gets to the point where we have to do that to keep this going, we'll just quit it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not doing that. If we ever got somebody cool, we ever got like Pulsar Thermal Company or
Harbor Freight
or Mystery Ranch or something like that. Now that I'll go, by the way, guys, while I'm in fear of my life right now, I'm wearing a Mystery Ranch back, because we talk about crap like that all the time anyway. We're gear nuts.
I want.
But the members allow us to not
Yes.
do that, and the members allow us to keep us doing all you guys do with your support and everything like that, and we're greatly appreciative.
So. I want eyeliner and Harbor Freight. I think
eyeliner and Harbor Freight.
That's all I want.
Patty G, thank you as well. We appreciate that. Damn, we got almost 400 people. We do have 400 people in here.
Yeah, we do have over 400.
Not bad.
So I'm going to repeat it again because I know all
Paul Sherman Jesse is hotter than Elvira. So
you hear that?
Yes, I do.
I want to remind you guys that we are just 3 minutes from the premiere of Ghosts of Appalachia. So we're going to hop off of here. And following Ghosts of Appalachia, you should have a redirect that'll take you back here to the live show, and we'll be doing a live show post-premiere. But right now, we're about to head into Ghosts of Appalachia.
Does it take them just like directly from this?
We're going to end this, and then they'll go into Ghosts of Appalachia. It should redirect, but just know that at 9 o'clock, in a couple of minutes, we're going to be watching all together. We'll be in the chat.
And we have hoarded ourselves shamelessly over the past couple days because we wanted to own Halloween. So make sure that you're looking for Ghosts of Appalachia.
Yep.
Not the teaser video, not the video from last night. I mean, we've been like shameless, man. Shameless.
What do you think this is?
And you're such a modest woman. I can't believe that. So,
but we're going to all watch this together. Let's watch this premiere together. We're going to be in the chat, and then we're going to be right back here in the parlor. Hopefully, I will figure out how to work all of this now that
you'll probably hear us again.
Oh, you're going to hear us yelling again.
Yeah, exactly.
Me yelling.
For those of you that weren't here, we tried this exact same setup with a few variations on Christmas time. And what were you cooking? Lasagna?
Yeah.
Christmas lasagna.
And
the damn thing caught on fire almost and set the smoke alarm off.
And Joe's in there trying to pull
And I left and I forgot I was wearing a lab, and I'm just going, good God, every time. And then I just came in and just went, kill the stream, erase it. I don't want like all of that language on Christmas.
We just yell at each other on these. Something about the parlor does that. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's 8:58. We're going to get off here. We'll see you guys after the premiere. We're going to be doing a live show from here after the premiere. We'll be doing about like an hour and a half. We're going to let it run. We're just going to have fun. It's the Hellbit Halloween party extravaganza. We want to welcome you all, and I hope you guys enjoy Ghosts of Appalachia. Get your popcorn, get your candy, get your blankie, get ready.
Your binky.
Get your binky, because it's Ghosts of Appalachia time. We'll see you guys after the premiere right back here. Love you guys. See you guys in a minute. We're going to end this now. See you guys. I'm so excited. See you in the chat. Bye, guys.